right? And then check out that dog dick candle. Guys, it's Matt. It is Thursday, March 14th, 2024. Let's jump in here and look at boy, not prepared. Let's look at the market first of all. So SPY kind of a sideways chop day, and Q's kind of look the same. And then IWM took a little bigger hit, and so did MDY. Not surprising since we also saw the dollar had a big day, the 10-year yield had a big day. Um, when those rally, you'll usually small caps get hit the worst, right? So we see some rotation, and you can see the leaders on the day. Communication services and energy slightly green, and then the rest just red, with real estate getting hit really hard, right? Which makes sense. Again, none of that surprising. So let's take a look at what I had on the watch list, and then we'll go from there. So AGIO, this isn't really actionable at this point, but it's given back, I think, too much of its recent run up, but so it's probably going to come off the list. BK, I hate to see this breakdown like that. It was really holding that 55 area well, and again, I was looking at that flat top right for maybe a breakout, and it still could, but I'm not loving it anymore. Lulu, same thing. I mean, it kind of broke the downtrend line, but now it's kind of, if you draw a box around this portion here, it's kind of just chopping sideways for so long here. I don't love that either. PWR, nothing really going there. Net, first watch, still on the list there. This one's possibly, we'll keep it on the list probably and just keep the alerts going. CRM, I tried to take this one today. No, I didn't try to, I took it. And then I stopped out for like a 0.5 hour loss, which is not a big deal. You can see, it broke out here. It broke out over yesterday's high. So I jumped in, had a stop order set, which got passed again. That happened yesterday. I had a trigger order set, and then it got passed, but then it came back and filled me up anyway. But then it turned around and tanked. So I got out somewhere in this 0.5 hour area. I wasn't going to let that go the whole way. Let's see, fast. Put that on the list again recently just to keep an eye on it. Interactive brokers, NTAP. This one I'm interested in. Even though, last time it gapped up, it did nothing but chop sideways for, what is that, 2 months. So it might not be the runner we expect it to be or would like it to be. PLTR, we'll keep that on the list. Spotify, keep that on there. TSM, I put this one on just in case. It was such a tight little day yesterday. This tight little thing that I was like, oh, if this makes even just a little break, I mean, we could get a couple R out of that pretty quickly, but no such luck. And then AFRM. So, guys, look at this. If you remember, or if you watched yesterday, if you're one of the two people that watched yesterday, I took AFRM yesterday and stopped out near end of day for a small gain because if I'm not up a lot, I don't like to hold overnight, right? So I was a little high, I think. I bought up after this breakout, but I got in a little higher than I would have liked. So by the end of day, I didn't have much cushion. I was up like maybe a quarter R or something. I had taken some profit already at 1 R, and then it had come back, right? So I got out of it, and good thing I did because, well, one, it gapped down to nearly my break-even level, right? And then check out that dog dick candle, right? So this is why obeying your rules and having stops in place is important. So even if I would have held this overnight, obeying my stop and not doing the whole like, well, just move my stop down a little bit and see if it bounces back, because you end up just getting tanked on. And so I'm happy with the small win that I took out of it yesterday. I think a 0.6 R. win or something. Yeah, I'd rather have a 0.6 R win than a 1 R loss, right? This is the way the little dinks here can can add up. When you start taking little wins, little wins, and little wins, those things add up, especially since you're taking a little win instead of a larger loss, right? So anyway, just follow your rules because then dog dick candles won't won't hurt so bad. Um, yeah. Anything else? I think that's about it. Oh no, I should go over Microsoft. Oh yeah, I should tell you about this too. So I screwed up, and when I was trying to get out of CRM today, I accidentally got out of Microsoft instead, which I ended up getting right back in, which kind of screwed up my overnight buying power a bit. But I ended up taking some profit today in Microsoft around 6R. So that trade's looking amazing. I am still holding some. My stops, I forget what my stop is now, or maybe around this 4R area. Um, but yeah, that was kind of a shit show. I was like trying to get out of CRM because it was tanking, right? That was on like those two big red candles, and I was like, okay, I got to get out of this, and I got out of it real quick, and then I looked over at my positions, and I was like, nope, CRM's still there, and Microsoft's gone. It was just a bonehead move on my part. I just was rushing for no real reason. It was just kind of one of those. I was in a hurry not for nothing at all, and it screwed me. But what ended up actually happening is since then I took care of CRM and then I looked back at Microsoft and it had dipped lower. So I actually got back in with the shares that I had taken off, but at a lower price. So I was like, well, that kind of worked out well. I made a nice little day trade in between there on my Microsoft position, and then ended up taking some off, mostly because I had an overnight buying power issue going on. But I'm still in Microsoft. Let's see, I think uh, about 40% of my initial position. And then GTES, I'm still in this guy too. My stop is right around this 1696 level. So depending what happens with this guy overnight, I might be out of this pretty early tomorrow. But if we get a push up, uh, maybe not. And then Adobe after hours. I'll show you this so you can see the after hours. Yeah, reported earnings today and not doing so hot. So uh, that might hurt. That might have an effect on the rest of the market. But we'll see. We'll see how things open up tomorrow, and we'll take it from there. And yeah, so far, pretty good month. Up like I don't know, small amount, 4.5R, 5R, something like that. But because I kind of chopped myself up there for a little while, but yeah, the big trades are coming in now, so it's all good. We'll see you tomorrow.